Hi, this is the Entrepreneur. I'm your host, Faith Katai. Today we are in Chilenje, Lusaka, Zambia, and I'll be talking to Khonjase Banda, an entrepreneur who has ventured into confectionery business. A confectionery business is one that specializes in making and selling sweet foods such as cakes, cookies, chocolates, among others for all events and occasions. Khonjase, welcome to the Entrepreneur.
Thank you very much for having me, Faith. I'm glad to be here.
Khonjase, we want to know you. Tell us about yourself.
Well, Khonjase Banda is an entrepreneur. I first born in a family of 4. I've studied public health and I've decided to venture into this business, confectionery business, that offers a range of different confectionaries and also cooking.
You know, every business there is always a sparkle. What motivated you? You know, you started public health.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I try to relate public health and baking, I don't see the connection. What inspired you?
Well, the desire to be able to provide. You know, when you hit rock bottom sometimes, you don't sit back and throw a pity party. For how long will you do that? So I thought, what can I do with my life? How will I be able to provide for my children? Because I have 2 children. So I couldn't afford cakes for them. I'm like, what can I do? I need to be able to provide them with the basic needs at least, and also be able to have cake every birthday. You know, so that desire really sparked it. Yeah, so I was just trying, and then someone ordered, and then we started.
Yeah. Awesome. So who influenced you in this business? Or maybe I would say, who guided you?
Actually, you'll be surprised. Most people who were with me in high school are surprised, because in high school I was taking ICT, which is computers, and I wasn't interested in cooking whatsoever. So most people ask me how. I've never baked, apart from the time I tried for the very first time. I have never baked. No one in our family bakes. So I don't know. I think I prayed about it also and asked for guidance, and then I just found myself studying, learning from different people, or YouTube videos every day, and then I just decided this is it.
Mm-hmm. Did you do any short courses in order for you to get into a confectionery business? Because many are the times that people, when they want to start baking, to get into such a kind of a business, they would go maybe for a short course. Did you do that?
I didn't do any short course when I started, but along the way I have taken short courses to just enhance my skill. Yeah.
What is involved in your business?
Most people just see the end product, which is the cake, but there's a lot. There's planning, there's preparations of the ingredients, there's also purchasing the ingredients, and also seeing what flavors. So we have a lot of flavors, and as my business, Cocos Foods and Confectionery, we have a variety of flavors. So there's all that. So if someone says, I want red velvet, for example, you need to know what goes into red velvet. They want a character on their cake. What kind of character? And all that, the age. So it's a lot that goes into this business than what meets the eye.
Besides baking cakes for all occasions and events, what other catering services do you offer as a business? Apart from baking
cakes, we also offer catering services, which is cooking for different events and any occasion. Could be birthday party, conference, church conference, kitchen parties, weddings, and any occasion really. Yeah, so we have a wide range of cuisines as well, Western, African, yes. So you just have to tell us what you would like, and then we'll definitely deliver that.
Like, which social media do you use to connect with your customers?
Okay, unlike the olden days where people would go to newspapers, radio stations to advertise, life has been made easy now. We have social media. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, Facebook, even WhatsApp Business. So the ones that I use the most are Facebook, TikTok, and my WhatsApp is really very supportive, because almost everyone on my contact, I'm able to relate with them, and it's like a one-on-one. So the ones that are really working for me are TikTok and WhatsApp. Instagram not so much, but people say that's where the money is. The big buyers. Yeah, but there's not so much of engagement there, but also Facebook. Yeah.
How do you keep your ingredients fresh and top-notch to ensure that the cakes are okay and they are tasting so good? We usually bake on pre-order basis. We don't have cakes ready to go, because we believe in delivering fresh food, fresh cakes. So we only bake when you have ordered, and we outsource our ingredients from reputable places, and things like butter, milk that we need are stored in a cool, dry place, in a fridge, preferably a chiller, preferably. Yeah, so we don't keep cake for long, maybe at most 24 hours. Yes, so people would actually say, oh, keep for me a cake, I'll pick it up after 2 days. We don't do that, because the state that you receive that at that time won't be according to our standard. Yeah, so we'd rather you get it as soon as possible. Okay, we now go on a short break. Don't go away.
Posha Mulenga. Keep watching The Entrepreneur on Zanis TV, the People's Channel.
Welcome back. In case you have just joined us, you are watching The Entrepreneur, and we are in Chilenge, Lusaka, Zambia, where I'm talking to Khonjase Banda, an innovative entrepreneur who has successfully ventured into a confectionery business. So Khonjase, how is your day like on a day where you have orders for special events? How do you start your day?
Well, mostly my days start as early as 03 in the morning and end sometimes 23, which is 11 p.m. Yes, so it just depends with the workload that day, and sometimes I just prefer to do things in good time. So when people, it's better to work when it's so quiet. Of course, where you are here is in the business, there's no disturbances really, but I just prefer to work as early as possible.
Your cakes,
okay,
the decoration is top notch.
Thank you so
much. So how do you ensure, or how do you come up with those decorations on the cakes?
Okay.
What is it? Do customers actually come with their own decorations that they want, or you just make and then you sell to them?
It's a request from the clients. So you know how kids, especially, I love working on children's cakes. Kids are so there's something about children's cakes that bring my inner child out. So I'll ask them, maybe there are cartoons these days, there's the Barbie, there's the Paw Patrol and all that. So the parents say, oh, my child likes Spider-Man, no, my child likes Bluey. So according to that, then we check for inspiration pictures. Of course, this is work that has already been done by other bakers. We make mention to the customer or client that this is not my work, it's an inspiration, and then they say, oh, okay, or no, I think let's go for this other one.
Let's talk about customer feedback. How do you deal with customer feedback and also special requests?
Okay. Well, just like Faith, your Faith, I'm Khonjase, our faces are different, personalities too are different, taste is different. What I might think was okay, the other person might not think it was good enough. So I'll listen to the feedback, see what went wrong. If it's good feedback, great. If it's bad, it still helps us grow, and try to ask as many questions, like to see what went wrong with this batch, so that we improve. Yeah, but feedback is always something that we welcome.
Khonjase, every business has challenges. Would you share with us some of the hurdles that you faced or you encountered when you were just starting your business?
Well, the major one, which is doing better currently, is load shedding, power. My kind of work really needs power most of the time, if not all the time. Storing ingredients needs power, chilling the cakes, power. So the challenge, because we started in 2022, And by 2023, we were already experiencing load shedding. 2024 was a bit hard, even harder because the hours of load shedding increased. So the major challenge, other than other small losses like, oh, a cake didn't bake well, is load shedding. Yeah.
Do you cater for special diets? For instance, if somebody is diabetic, maybe they make an order to say, make a cake for me, but using brown flour and don't add sugar. Have you had instances like that?
Yes, we're able to do that. We haven't really had such, but upon request, I think from the number of years that I've been in this business, I've only had one request, and we tried as much as possible. The first time, I think it was a bit too sweet, but she still came back, and then we were able to satisfy her. So we do on request.
Khonjase, would we say this business has actually improved your livelihood?
Very much. Yeah, it has in so many ways. It has improved me as a person, how I interact with people, because we meet different people. So personality wise, yes, it's I'm able to pay rent for where we work from. I'm able to meet basic needs, provide for my other family members, and also the community, because when you are in business, when you are progressing, it's not just for yourself, it's for the community at large also. So it has greatly.
Apart from having this business, are there any other businesses that you're involved in?
Yes. It's like an umbrella. Yeah. It's still under events. We have another business, Dua Deco and Events. It's events, planning, management, deco. We hire out different items like tables, balloon galas. So we do deco for all events as well.
Interesting. How do you balance, where deco and baking? And baking actually needs a lot of time.
Yeah.
How do you manage to balance the two businesses?
It all comes back to planning, and that's why your days sometimes, when you're in such a business, forget about sleep, because sleep sometimes will become a rumor. Yeah, days will start very early and late, and sometimes our days, if you're in this industry, our days mostly start between Wednesday to the weekend. So we don't have weekends, we don't have holidays like where you people are resting, public holidays, we are working. So it all comes back to planning and having a great team. That's what really helps.
What is your secret to staying competitive in your business?
Small little secret. All right. So it all comes back to being trustworthy, integrity, be fair to your customers. We treat every order the same. There's no, whether you pay me 500 and another person 2,000, I'll still treat you the same. And have some integrity. Say it as it is. Keep it like that. Don't change. Also, just appreciate your loyal customers. I have a tendency of giving a lot. Some people say, you give too much. I had one helper who would tell me, madam, mua pasa maningi. No, it's a way of appreciating my customers, those who have been loyal, because it's not easy. We are a lot of us in this industry, and for people to keep choosing me, it's not easy. So just to appreciate them for skipping others and coming to me, I say, hey, here's a cupcake, here are some slices for you. And also never change the quality of the work. Because this business, I'm successful because of recommendations mostly. Someone likes something, they go and tell their neighbor, they tell their relative about the Coco's Foods and Confectionery. We keep growing like that. So that's how I manage to keep my customers and remain competitive.
Hygiene is something that is very important, especially that you are in food industry business. How do you ensure that you provide top hygiene standards?
We work from a kitchen that has running water. Make sure constant washing of hands. When ingredients come, eggs, sometimes eggs are not fresh, so you have to check them. Even this is something I encourage my students as well, because I used to teach. For eggs especially, you check them, put them in a separate bowl and check that these eggs are okay. The milk, sometimes even the smell, the scent, you'll be able to tell that this milk is not okay. So all that, you are able to now, with time, you're able to tell when it smells like this, it's not good, and you can't give someone something that's not good enough. And if you can't eat it yourself, why are you giving it to the next person? And make sure I can eat what I bake before I give it to somebody else. So we keep also our ingredients, those that need to be in a dry place, a cool place, in the fridge, freezer, just like that. And that's why we need power a lot. Yeah.
Any appeal to government for entrepreneurs who are into this kind of business as you are?
For the government out there, please, we need the power. I will not stop saying this. We need the power as much as we can. If there's a way that we can invest in solar, make it cheaper, better, because gas, for example, we have a gas stove we were buying about 7,000 almost 3 years ago, is now at 14,000 or 20,000 kwacha. So my appeal would be prices of solar. If we can have hydropower constantly, the prices of solar and gas should at least be reduced.
There's an entrepreneur watching this program right now. What is your advice to them, especially those who would like to actually venture into a confectionery business just like you?
Okay, so I would like to tell you that this business is very lucrative, but whatever you started with is what you should maintain. Just because you have made it now, like you have a number of clients, that means you should reduce on your quality. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. There's enough room for everybody. I'll still go back to integrity, be honest, and maintain a good standard. Being cheap is not something that will keep you in business, but giving people what they pay for will. For people to keep coming back, just be honest. And another thing is, you might be sleep deprived. Be committed to your work. Just do what you have to do, because a business will really need you the first 5 years. It will need all of you. So you might not have your family with you all the time. When people are celebrating Christmas, you're attending to customers on Christmas. So you need a great support system as well. Yeah, and just keep doing what you can do.
Wow. Thank you, Khonjase, for coming through to the Entreprenuer.
Thank you so much for having me. I was glad to have this conversation with you.
Viewers, that's all we had for you on the Entreprenuer. This has been Faith Katai. Keep watching Zani's TV, the People's Channel. Goodbye.